Next up, after years of struggling with type 2 diabetes, John Grant found himself standing over the hospital bed of a relative where he had his moment of clarity that he said, I'm not going down that same path. Through this clarity, he found his unstoppable mindset and transformed his life as well as those around him. Please welcome the unstoppable distinguished Toastmaster, John Grant.
What is one thing that you want to accomplish in your life right now? It could be writing a book. It could be getting healthier, wealthier, or having amazing relationships. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, Toastmasters helped me publish my book. Yes, indeed, when you are around people who have done something you want to do, in Toastmasters, you can ask them to mentor you. And that is an amazing thing about Toastmasters. Why I wrote my book is one of the discussions I'll have with you. The other discussion is how I wrote my book. And the third is the benefits of reading my book. That story of looking down at my relative in the hospital bed and knowing that I had 3 of the 5 things that put him there. I had diabetes, obesity, and fatty liver disease. He also had COPD, trouble breathing, and congestive heart failure. Thank God he's still alive and doing well. But that emotional picture and that emotional leverage I use daily to do the things I need to do to get healthier and stay healthier. And that is what I call the unstoppable mindset for health. How to have abundant vitality daily, the natural way. In this book, it is packed with things that I'll talk about later. Why I wrote the book was simply to make a bigger impact. And I was surrounded by authors, Randy Powell, Roz. Roz was the first author that I met in Toastmasters, and I bought her book that she co-wrote with fellow Toastmasters at a training event in San Bernardino. Thank you, Roz. That inspired me. And at that time, you planted a seed that I kept working on and growing, and eventually completed and published my book. The other why was to help people struggling with type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes can be cured because it is a lifestyle disease. That means that if you change your lifestyle, you will get rid of type 2 diabetes. Now, typically you get a test, your A1C in your blood tells you your sugar levels over the last 3 months. Mine was at 8.8, and I was 315 pounds. Also, I had fatty liver disease that was causing other problems in my body. I had been on vacation and I was contacted about my brother being helicoptered to the hospital from Catalina Island. When we arrived and I was looking down at my brother, I thought, wow, I need to do something, and I need to do it now. First, I had already set up a training session with one trainer. I was already working out 1 day a week with another trainer. So I had already started the ball rolling. Within 90 days of working with 2 trainers, 5 and 6 days a week, I was 90 pounds lighter, no longer had type 2 diabetes, and my fatty liver healed. That was an amazing transformation. And shortly after that, I decided now is the time to publish a book and make a bigger impact in the world. Now, how I did this was I just kept writing, I kept speaking, I kept writing my speeches, which was the pre-work of warming up to actually writing my book. And in many cases, those speeches went into the book. And when you read it, you will find some humor in those speeches. You'll also find some serious trauma. We all deal with trauma, and writing a book, believe it or not, was therapy for me to get over my trauma. And that's finding your unstoppable. How I wrote the book was 1 3-day weekend. I used all the skills I've learned from Michael Burnoff in coaching, how to be in a peak emotional state, how to be in flow state. And I sat down Friday morning and wrote 10,000 words. It just flowed out of me. I looked up and I'd been sitting there for 4 to 6 hours, and it went by like that. The next day, I sat down again and 10,000 more words poured out of me. Sunday, the same thing. I encourage you, understand what peak emotional state is and how to be extremely focused and allow your thoughts to flow through you. If that doesn't work, I encourage you, get a voice to text app and speak your speech or your book right into that app and then edit it later. I encourage you, find out how to write your book. I joined a workshop with 150 other writers. We set a goal to have our book written by October. The pre-sales went out. 100 people bought my book in my category on Kindle, the holistic health category, putting me in the #1 position. The benefits of reading my book. Most people that read my book say that it changes their attitude. It changes their mindset. The mind, body, and spirit connections are very powerful. There's a formula in my book that many of you have heard. Seek alignment. Seek stands for spiritual, emotional, energetic, and chemical, spelled with a K on purpose, so you let go of perfectionism. Done beats perfect. The benefits of my book help people get that firm commitment, find their unstoppable, and as Randy says, embrace their power daily going forward. I read a quote that 84% of the people polled want to write a book. Only 4% publish. Are you going to be in that 4%? Madam Toastmaster.
Standing ovation for John. Reach out to him if you'd like to learn more about the unstoppable mindset. And who knows, a virtual raffle ticket may be in your hand to receive a copy of that book. Thank you again, John.